Ahoy, crypto pirates. Welcome to your Discourse Syndicate's effing Hangout. I am the captain, your captain, RG to the 3. Your captain of the ship this evening. Oh, Merry Christmas and happy coming up New Year here in the next couple of days. Hexicans and Cryptopians, crypto pirates, all you guys. Welcome. Thank you for coming by and hanging out. We are, if you don't know what the effing Hangout is, tonight I'm going to tell you. If you don't know what HEX is and what Richard Hart's ecosystem is, tonight I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give new folks a chance to understand. I know we have a lot of people that have been around here for a long time, but bear with me. I'm going to give some of the new folks some information. We are streaming on Instagram now and Twitter and everything else. So hit the likes, comment, subscribe. Don't like, don't comment, don't subscribe. It's all up to you. Want to learn something about crypto? Hang out with us, because we probably, this group of people here that come from this channel or that were early in the HEX ecosystem did pretty well. We've all done pretty good. We've all done well in crypto, even in a bear market. We've all done well with our businesses on the side that we've built on top of the ecosystem. Also with all the streaming, we've made movies. We've done all kinds of cool stuff. I don't think any crypto community has done what this crypto community has done. The Hexicans are the besticans. That is faux show. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what this stream is and what this thing does. But first, hold on a second. I've been messing with my studio. It's getting back. Okay. Let me say hi to the chat room, because Friday nights is like the Hangout. Melv Tony, thanks, bro. DJ and Doug, I didn't forget you. I knew you were first. Gosh, I'm having really bad hair day. Eagle Owl, yes, bring on 2024. I'm done with 23. I am done with it. Only because I want my friends to be able to come out and play too. It's not easy being the only guy that's, you know, just full-time crypto and get up when I want, go where I want, do what I want, as long as I'm doing what's right for the community. That's my job, basically. That's it. That's my job. Love it. Enoch, what's up? Crypto Ewok, Johnny B. Hey, what's up with you? DeFi Crypto Alliance with Corey Geary. What's up, my brother? Thanks for coming by. Agent 87. Hey, what's up? Jose Nunez. Hola. Clintrons. Good day to you. Oh, let's see. Godfather J66. Make it, Miriam. All the regulars coming in. Bets in crypto. Hey,
let's see. It would be so kind if you would allow me. Of course, man. You know I'm all over what you guys do. If you'd be kind to allow me to shout out the Vets in Crypto airing 2024. This is for the military and first responders in the crypto community. Yes, and even if you're not, even if you just want to support the military folks and the first responders, this is what you can do: is hang out with these guys because they're good folks. I've been around the country and hung out with them, and they've been to my PulseChain events. Just cool folks. Sandy Beach, my lady, welcome. Thanks for the info, Melv Tony. Melv Tony's always putting the price information up there for you guys. So thank him when you get a chance. Hey, what's up, Maddie Allen? I'm getting ready for Maddie's big shindig coming up here, and we're going to get on that and speak. That's cool. Who else do we got? A lot of people just subbed and hit the bell. Well, thanks, Sandy. I think you've always been subbed. Sandip, what's up? Now, any update about the RH court case? No, there's no updates. I doubt that there's much going on there. Oh, we got Funding Jim in here. And on Mizu Crow. Okay, thanks, man. All right, Crypto Bendu. Let's see. Who else? Crypty Girl. What's up, Crypty Girl? How you doing? Good seeing you. Jason Smith. ID is in the house. What's up, OG? And Hexander too. What's up, another OG? All right, everybody. Well, welcome to the Effin' Hangout. The Effin' Hangout is a stream where I literally, for the last 4 years since HEX streamers started, we were one of the first HEX streamers. Well, what we would do is something very unique. We'd put the link to come onto the show right there in the chat room, right there in the Twitters, right there in the Telegrams. It's for you to come. Now, we've got some assholes that come in here, and not because they opposed us or they wanted to have arguments or anything like that. We've just had some people come in here and do some stupid shit. So we've had to kind of like gatekeep a little bit of what's going on. So you've been around. If I know who you are, if I see you, then I'll let you on. If not, we might take a chance and then dump you, but whatever. We had a few people parted out. Anon, Yami, Zucro. Easy peasy. Yep. Anon, Yami, Zucro. Got it now. Anon, Yami, Zucro. All spelled together. I'm freaking dyslexic, man. I got ADHD and dyslexia and number problems, the whole thing. And my brain's racked, man. So you guys got to realize. And here's the other thing. I go out and I visit with you guys all around the country and we hang out and do VIP events and stuff. And then you got another name, or you tell me your Twitter name is this and your YouTube name is this, and then you give me your real name. And it's just like, man, it's just a pain in the ass. This name stuff is just nuts. So that's why, I guess, I don't know. I have a hard time with the name stuff. Are clothes optional for Hangouts? For you, Swizzle Sticks? Yes. Keep your clothes on. All right. Usually we do, but every once in a while we've had people that decided that it was, no clothes necessary. Okay. So anyway, that's what we've done here is we've allowed anybody to jump onto the stream and come speak their piece, talk crypto, talk anything. We it's mind, body, and spirit here. That's what we talk about, trying to better ourselves in the world with those things, and also finances and relationships. So kind of like a fivefold deal, what we do here. Mostly we talk about crypto. Sometimes we'll even talk a little bit about politics. Don't like to, but because our world here in the crypto space is so enmeshed in politics right now, we've felt the need to address certain things. I don't have a political affiliation whatsoever. I'm not even really an independent. I think that our system is rigged. I think that our system has been given up to the money. And until we fix that, we aren't going to have a say so as human beings. So that's my political stance. But anyway, I wanted to talk about what the core belief of this channel is, and that's the crypto called HEX. And we didn't start this for Richard Hart. We didn't start this for ourselves. We started this because we thought that there was something special with this crypto that we saw called HEX. And by God, we were right. And why? Well, and why is the Hexican community, we call ourselves Hexicans, why is the Hexican community so zealous about what it is they're evangelizing here? And it's very simple. Most of the people that came to in the beginning here, and one of the main reasons why I started the channel is most of those people dwelled in the Telegram chat rooms. If you know what that is, it's just a communications app that's encrypted, and a lot of crypto groups are in there. And one of the groups is HEX, the HEX group, and it started to gather a lot of very, very smart people. When I first heard Richard call the top of Bitcoin in 2017, I was a little miffed about it, but I realized that he was a really smart guy. And so I started following him more. And then as time went on, he said he's going to make a crypto. Now, those of us who had made it through 2017, that bull run, and had been in before for a while, we started to look for the right things in crypto. Self-custody, which is, I think somebody said it today. It's an oxymoron. What's self-custody, right? Custody of your crypto, number one. No middlemen. No rug pulls, no ICOs, all of this stuff that we were all dealing with throughout the years, we wanted to see go away. And what Richard was talking about was something different. So a lot of very smart, very intuitive people that wanted to break away from the regular crypto scene, who understood that there were problems and issues with Bitcoin itself and Ethereum, and that they could be improved. Not so much like saying they're garbage or anything, but I mean, technology is supposed to improve. We wanted to see technology improve. And so that's what this group became. That's what this channel became, is people like that. And what we did is we exposed HEX and Richard, and every single aspect of the crypto has been peeled away like the onion here on this stream. So you can go back to all the history and watch us discover HEX. All the OGs that you've seen out on streams, all those people that are been around for a long time, they were on this show tearing this thing down, breaking it apart, scrutinizing it, and trying to see what was good and what was bad. And we ended up finding out that it was all upside, that this was the crypto we were all looking for. Now, why is that? So some of you who don't understand crypto or what it is, first of all, it's just another way of using money. There is nothing new under the sun, folks. If you're older, look, I'm aged. I am definitely over the hill on the downside of it, right? And I knew that this was going to be the future, that cryptocurrencies were going to be the biggest transference of wealth that we've ever seen, and that these things could fix the problems that I was seeing. Being a blue-collar worker, being out there every day, working 14-hour days, 15-hour days, weekends, the whole thing to try and feed my family, I realized that there were some big problems out there. There were retirement problems. There were people coming into the workforce problems. There were new generations not wanting to do physical labor problems. There were all these things that were going on. And I knew that the money system was getting worse, and the productivity of the global worker was getting better, and our wages were stagnating, and our retirement funds were getting lower. And the top 1% of the world, the richest and wealthiest people in the world, were the ones ending up with all of it. And they were taking all us middle folks and lower class folks and pitting us against each other and having us fight each other so that we didn't look at them and what they were doing. Same story. It's been going on for millennia. Nothing's ever changed. This is how Rome fell. Same shit, identical. We ain't in nothing special. So your end of times bullshit that all you guys are screaming and yelling about, shut the fuck up, please. The world's going to keep turning. It's going to keep going around. Your end is not coming. Your zombie apocalypse ain't happening. All that fucking mac and cheese that you got in your garage, the 5 gallons of that bullshit that you got, is going to go bad. Or you may as well start eating it now. You're not going to get an apocalypse. You're going to have changes. You're going to have things get reworked. You're not going to lose your fucking fiat tomorrow either. It's not going to be a one-day thing. It's going to be a slow transition into good cryptocurrency, because crypto is not there yet. It's not. Your little crypto thing, don't think too highly of it, because it is not better than the dollar. Sorry. It's not yet. Crypto hasn't gotten there. It's getting close, but it ain't there yet. It's not going to take over. So we've got to bring awareness. Now, how do we bring awareness? First of all, we got to find a good crypto. We got to find a good founder. Somebody can make something that's worth the damn. It's not going to scam everybody out and do stupid shit. And that was Richard and HEX. Now, what is HEX? HEX is a cryptocurrency just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin operates just like the dollar does. It's just a digital dollar. Really is all it is. It's a spreadsheet on the internet that people keep track of where that digital dollar goes. That's it. Mining is just how they keep the ledger and how they proof the system. And that's even old and dilapidated. Now we've got staking and validating and all these better technologies that make all this more efficient, better, faster, cheaper, cleaner, safer, all that stuff. That's what HEX is. HEX has done that. HEX has taken over Bitcoin's position as the number one crypto, the number one safest crypto in the whole ecosystem. Now, why? Because it's built on better code, first of all. Bitcoin is old, dilapidated spaghetti code that every time they've tried to fix something on it, they've unleashed a bug. They've had problems with it. Big problems. Such big problems that we got lucky that crypto's even still here, because if one of those problems would have been exploited by a Bitcoin cash dev, then we wouldn't be sitting here today. Crypto would have took a dump a long time ago if they would have been able to print all of the Bitcoins that he had found the bug could create. But he didn't. He turned it over and they patched it, whatever, and forked it, whatever they did. So anyway, HEX has never had to do that. Has never had to fork itself. In fact, the fork was just a doubling of the tokens, because the network that it was riding on, Ethereum, the other giant crypto, it stopped working well also. So what did Richard do? He forked Ethereum, made a better Ethereum called PulseChain to help Ethereum, to help Hexicans with their HEX stakes, because it was costing too much to unstake. Now, here's the other thing that I was telling you about. I need to tell you about HEX. So HEX is just like a crypto, like Bitcoin, just like the dollar, a digital dollar. You don't have dollar bills anymore. You use your digital, your card. It's the same thing. Bitcoin is just another way of doing that. It's just cryptographically secured. You don't have to use a bank server and another bank server to make sure that your dollar goes from one place to another. Crypto makes it to where all the people out there get to do that. We get to keep the ledger. We get to trust ourselves that we're sending funds back and forth to one another. That's what's great about crypto. It takes the power away from the banks and gives it to us, the people. Now, crypto has lost sight of that. Why? Because it's centralized, meaning we have centralized entities trying to control crypto. The big bull run that you guys are all screaming and yelling about, that you want to come in, you want to rein in this big bull market, those people want to centralize your crypto. They want it for themselves. They don't want to give it to the people like we do. We want everybody to have crypto. We want the poorest of the poor, the richest of the rich, and the middle of the middle to get this stuff. But they're trying to stop that. They want to take it for themselves. That's what those greedy organizations do. That's what they've always been doing. And that's why guys like me got to get out here, shout at the rooftops, risk everything, death threats, family, time, money, effort, so we can get the word out. Why? Because it's worthy. Now, let me tell you that other thing that HEX does that makes it special, besides just being better money than the dollar or better money than Bitcoin. It allows you to stake it. Now, what does that mean? It allows you to create a moment in time where you're going to put your crypto away until that moment of time. And you're going to get credit for the amount of time and the amount of crypto that you put into that stake. Think of it like a certificate of deposit. And as long as you honor that time frame and you pull that stake out, then you're going to automatically get more HEX when it happens. And you do it for a day, or you can do it all the way up to 15 years. And just to tell you, like, from those of us who got in the beginning, those of us who got what's called something called a big payday, which came out when the crypto launched, some of us have made about 50, 55%, maybe even more, some APY on our HEX. And that's HEX, not dollars. It's in HEX. And the price of HEX fluctuates up and down. And if you honor your commitment to that stake, you will have more HEX, period. So instead of using a miner to create more crypto like Bitcoin does, we use our stakes, our time, the value of our HEX that we put in for that moment of time. We use that to mint more HEX. The contract mints more that way at a 3.69% inflation rate, which is better than Bitcoin, way better than the dollar. So that's it. That's basically it. You can take your HEX and send it back and forth to each other, sell it, buy it, or you can stake it and make more HEX. It's that simple. Now, there's all kinds of little convoluted stuff in the middle of it, things that we call, but that's really all it does. There is no tricks. There's nothing in there. Only one other benefit that we may get is we get to act like we're the bank. So those of us who are staked, if somebody doesn't honor their commitment and they pull out early, they pull that stake out early, they get penalized, just like if you pulled a CD out early. And those penalties, guess where they go? They go to us, the stakers. So we act like the bank. So when the bank takes your money for pulling your CD out and doesn't give it to any of the rest of the clients, that's the difference between crypto and the banks. Our crypto gives us the crypto. And we are the system. We are the ones minting. Nobody else is doing anything. Not even Richard. Richard, the guy that founded this, guy who started HEX, he can go away. We don't even need him anymore. Of course, that's blasphemy because we all love him. And of course, the community wants to hear from him as often as we can. And I consider him a friend. But what I'm saying is we don't need him for HEX to function. He doesn't need to be here anymore. It's done. It's over. It's launched. The code is there. Richard could go away forever and never come back, and HEX will still do what HEX do. That's it. That's how simple and easy it is. So that's for the new folks. For those of you who've been around for a while, that was, spoon feeding you some stuff you've already had. Hold on a second. I was going to go to the chat room real quick, and then I am going to, I've got some people sitting in the green room already waiting patiently. Get to you in just a moment, my man. Chad, what's up, dude? Let's see what else. My Bitcoin free claim stakes come out this year. Lots of, yeah, good. Wish I'd been in before Big Payday. Yeah, Big Payday was lots of fun. But remember, getting into the beginning of things is not easy. Like this whole Pulse and PulseX launch, a lot of people hurting, a lot of people angry, a lot of people going, what the fuck? Well, you want it in first, you got to pay the price of getting in first. All right. Epicac. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yep. All right, Melv Tony. Thank you. Yes. Are you aware you can get it without staking, minting, etc.? Not sure what you mean by that. Are you aware you can get it without staking, minting? Yeah, I mean, you can buy it on an exchange, on a decentralized exchange. That's where it's at. So some of the decentralized exchanges are even trying to stop us from getting it there, but is what it is. All right, everybody. Well, again, this is your show. I'm going to drop the link one more time in the chat room if you want to come in. We've got folks dropping. I am going to pull them up now. And let's see if we got another guy there. What's happening, Mr. Meme Producer? How are you?
Hey, RG3. Thanks for adding me.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, man. Let me pull up another one. We got another Hexagon back here, like new ones. Chris Hicks, what's up? You there? Can you hear us? You there, Chris? Maybe he doesn't even know we've got him live. You're live, bro. You're live. And now he's froze. Okay. Well, I'll keep a finger on the button because I don't know who he is. So what's happening, Mr. Producer?
Hey, RG3. I've been in the background since 2021, but I've been posting some memes on Telegram, on the Hex memes Telegram and Hexo memes since 2022, and thought I'd come on and go into more detail about it if you wanted me to.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let me bring on, we got ID coming in too. What's up, ID?
What's up, Cap?
Not much, not much. We got Mr. Producer here is going to talk to us about some stuff he's been waiting since 2021 to get off his chest. So let's hear it, man. What's going down?
Well, I first learned about Hex in 2021. And that's when I first bought some and started staking while Hex was on its bull run. And yeah, just been continuing to buy and stake ever since. But starting in 2022, I started making some memes and posting them on the Telegram. And just a way to contribute in my own way to the community. So if you want, I can pull up a presentation and kind of go over them. It's a bit easier to show them visually.
Yeah. You got a handful of memes you want to show us, or?
Yeah, most of them are videos, but
yeah, we can hear you, Chris. We can hear you. We can see you and hear you.
All right. Cool. All right, cool.
Go ahead and pull them up, meme, and you know how to do the presentation down there.
Yeah, just give me a second.
So what's going on, ID?
All good, chilling. It was my birthday yesterday, so I'm still like in party mode.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, Cap.
Right,
now it's like partying. My partying now is more chill. So
it gets worse.
Yeah, it's like I'm getting up there, so now I can't do what I used to do before.
Well, at first you can't, and then you don't want to. You know
That's what it is now.
So yeah, it turns into you don't want to. It's like, no, I would much rather go to bed early tonight versus going out there and doing some stupid shit.
Yeah, I did a lot of that in the 20s, so I got it all out.
Good for you. Good for you. So what's up, Chris? You got something for us? He's kind of got a bad connection, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right, I think I might have it.
There
Y'all can't hear me?
We can hear you now.
We can hear you. We turn off the camera, and we'll be able to hear you.
Clear?
Yeah, you're cutting in and out a little bit.
No?
Keep cutting out.
All right,
I think it's
I'll back in and see if there's.
All right, give it a try back. All right.
All right.
All right, let me put this up for memes. All right. Do you have it there?
Let's see. Is it not?
Yeah,
you see it now?
We got a blank screen.
It should be showing the PowerPoint.
I see.
Sorry, let me try again.
Oh. Yeah, try it again. Thank you, meme, for bringing the show to a screeching halt. I appreciate that very much. Let's go here. All right, let's see. Still nothing. Are you doing a share screen, or are you doing a share web page? Or
I'm sharing. It should be sharing the window. I have a PowerPoint in full screen. Let's see.
Maybe do like share entire and then just click the window.
Let's see.
Hey, we got Crypto Stylist in the house. What's happening? Oh, he just rugged himself.
No bueno.
Just rugged himself. That's all right. We will. There we go. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna have to.
Funny, Jim said this is gonna be a meme.
Maybe he'll come back. Oh man, so what a week. What's been going on, man? We had Richard get out there and stream, and that was pretty interesting. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to hear the big fella. Haven't heard from him for a while.
Yeah.
Let's see. Memes is back. There he is. You got it figured out, Memes?
Yeah, a few things happening with SBF too today. I don't know if you heard that apparently he's not going to face the second trial for all the politics, for all the donations.
I knew the donations thing, they were going to drop that. And that was very interesting that they were dropping all of that.
Oh yeah.
And I went and looked at the trail. I heard Richard say something about it, and he kind of singled out one party. There it goes. Looks like your stuff's there. And but what I found out was that he was giving money to all sides, and everybody was getting money. It wasn't just Democrats. It wasn't just Republicans. They were all getting money. And some of them got so scared, they started giving the money back when it all went down. And
some charities did got the money. Mm-hmm.
Charities started kicking it back and stuff. And then some of them were, giving it away to other charities and stuff, trying to make it clean, trying to clean up their mistake.
Yeah.
But it's awful strange that this kid's
I mean, they were doing it. They were separating. So like some of the other people from up high in Alameda or FTX that would donate to the Republicans, and then he would donate to the Democrats. That way, it was almost like they had connections from both parties.
Yep, of course they did. I mean, we're seeing it now with the administration now with Warren and Waters and Gensler and what they're doing. And they're basically collaborating against, crypto. And, the whole world is starting to take on and adopt and build and use this technology. And I find it really hard to understand why. Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, we can say it's the banks.
Right.
But I mean, you know what I mean? It's like if you're a legislator and you're not in the tank, then you should be doing what's best for the people, which is bringing new technologies to the forefront,
right?
Putting out regulation that is going to enhance the system, that is going to encourage growth and innovation and bring out the best of what this country has, bring out the best people to go and work on these things and make them better, instead of creating anger and angst and anxiety amongst all these people trying to work and do this and trying to, what other industry or project or anything out there is this exciting than this space right now? Like, this is where they should be encouraging people and putting us to work, put us to work. And, but I think the banks have just got this thing wrapped, man. Look what they're doing right now. This is getting scary. this whole ETF thing, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, me either. Because especially now, it feels like the last 6 months they had us like test ride the Bugatti or the Lambo, and then now they're like, oh, by the way, we're gonna make all these changes, and here's the car that you signed for. You know what I mean? And then they come up with like the used Corolla or something. Sam's used Corolla. I mean, because this whole cash crates things, I don't know how it's going to affect now, but if they don't have to buy it at spot or hold it through the term, then
Yeah.
it's not going to have the same effects. So
No, it's not. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll to talk about this. I'm gonna let Meme. Looks like he got his shit together here. Let's
Nice.
let's bring your stuff up. All right.
let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go through it, buddy.
All right. So, are you familiar with any of these? Did they look familiar, RG3?
I have seen
They
some
look
of
like
these.
the older ones, right? Yeah.
Yep, Lord of the HEX. I do remember that.
Yeah, most of these I posted over the past few weeks. My oldest one is this Hexcraft 3. That was the one I posted in 2022. Just taking Warcraft 3 and putting some Hex logos over it. But they were all on Telegram for the longest time, and just a couple weeks ago, I finally got around to making a YouTube channel. So if people want to follow the Hex Meme Producer YouTube channel and share the videos that way, they're free to do that.
I made one meme like in the old Telegram days, and it was the guy in this umbrella said Mexico, and I said Hexico on it, and I put something else I can't remember on there, but that was my meme career. It was over after that, and nobody liked it, and I didn't like it myself, and I was like, that's it, my meme career is over. So I just became a meme. Actually, I get memed all the time.
We all did, didn't we?
Yeah, right.
Well, you're busy streaming all the time, so you can't be expected to be creating memes.
Yeah, I'm not fun. I'm not very funny. You know, I guess I'm funny or easy to make fun of, but I'm just not a funny guy. I'm just not like that. Those of you who are like Hexo's funny. He makes memes like nobody's business. Like you guys that can do it, my hat's off to you. I'm not very funny.
Yeah, this is my first one. So I took a Hex stake, and in the video you see me actually making the stake and locking it in for 555 days. And then after that, after you make the stake, the little peasants start mining the Hex out and bringing it to you, bringing you your freshly minted Hex.
That makes it easy to understand.
Yeah, nice way to visualize Hex staking, since code can be a little bit boring, so nice to visualize it.
Yeah, it can be. I'm going through it right now. I'm actually watching devs develop right now, and it's like watching paint dry. I've been in a few of the meetings where I'm just sitting there kind of like, really? Brain turning to mush. What else you got there?
So this is one that's not on my YouTube channel because of copyright issues.
Oh, wait, look at this. So we've got Richard, and everybody who doesn't know, the man in the middle there is Dev Kyle. That's Dev Kyle, good friend and OG of OG Hexicans. By the way, everybody, if you don't know who Dev Kyle is the man who came up with the T-share. Him and Richard invented the T-share. And if you don't know the story, it's on one of our early episodes of Discourse Syndicate where Dev Kyle and we had an interview, and he spoke of this. And if you don't know what happened was in the Telegram room, somebody was looking at how Hex was being built, and they were talking about 15-year stakes and whatnot. And one of the poker players in there, guy's name was Mike the Plumber, said, "Hey, man, this whole system you guys got set up here, I'm going to front run the shit out of all you 15-year stakers. I'm going to stake short, and I'm going to collect, and I'm going to dump on your heads." And everybody looked at it and looked at him, and he was like, holy shit, he's right. He's right. So Dev Kyle realized it, and Richard realized it, and they went back to the drawing board, and that's how the T-share was actually created, was from the Telegram rooms, people seeing things, looking at stuff, and degen, it's the degen in us coming out there and basically proofing the system. And that's what you have to have. You got to have people looking at stuff like that and that angle. because those people that are going to exploit it, they see it right away. So hats off
And
to Kyle for that.
yeah. And Cap to explain that it was that you could keep flipping the stakes and then get more than
Yeah,
the
you would end
people
up
that
with
were
more. You'd end up with more than the person who staked out a year. Like if you were flipping your stakes every 3 months versus the guy who staked a year, you would end up with more HEX than he did because of the compounding effect.
That was an amazing
So,
catch.
yeah, it was a good catch and a Nobel Prize worthy one because the T-share itself, when you understand the mechanisms of it, and don't ask anybody in the chat room, it's earth-shattering. It's groundbreaking. It's finance has never seen anything like it. You know, it's basically reverse compounding, and it works the same way but different, and keeps the price going up too. So, hats off to Dev Kyle. Who's that down there with Dev Kyle in the back?
Brett Tupp, the PulseChain.
Oh, that's Brett Tupp. Okay. Yep, I know who that is. That's the other Dev. That is our other Dev, the PulseChain Dev there. So the two Devs and Richard, very cool. And then, of course, the two greatest streamers in all of Hexico, both of them my good buddies, Coffee and Hexo. Hexo looking thin there. Look at Hexo looking real thin. Did you
might be
shave
close
a
to
little
one
off
of
the
the
side for him?
Yeah, well, he's acting as a worker that's trying to fight off against the angel in the movie, or in the Federal Reserve in this case.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
So he and Coffee are pulling up this large electrical cable that's being used to power the weapon that they're firing against the Federal Reserve.
Gotcha. Those two guys right there. Love those guys. All right, what else you got there?
Yeah, so just to explain this a little bit more, this was a 20-minute long video that I made based on this anime movie, this Evangelion movie. And I turned it from this humanity versus these, giant monsters movie into a to the people versus the Federal Reserve, basically. So I basically started all the way back with Bitcoin and how Bitcoin got off to a rough start with Mt. Gox getting shut down and having the spaghetti code and all that. And then Richard Hart comes in and says, hey, what about this time deposit idea, certificate of deposit crypto? So they come along and Dev Kyle works on HEX, and they launch HEX to fight back against the Federal Reserve. And I depict, the HEX bull run as like doing a bunch of damage to the Federal Reserve. This comic actually, I think, was created, or this drawing was created sometime around when the Federal Reserve was first founded back in 1913. It's a fairly old drawing.
Looks old. See, here's what's ironic about that. So you just explained what these two men here did with HEX, and of course with PulseChain also coming in, and all of crypto goes against it. Like, this is literally the crypto that can save crypto, that can take crypto to the top, that can change the money system. First immutable, interest-bearing, non-mined crypto with 100% uptime. With I mean, you name it. It slaughters everything out there. In 4 years that it's been running, it has slaughtered everything out there in functionality. And the whole crypto space, everything, all of them, gatekeep it, try to stop it, try to FUD it, ignore it, call us crazy. That's the insane thing of all of this, is that even our space, those of us who, those of them who aren't Hexicans or part of this ecosystem, all went up against us. all went up against Richard, all went up against Hex and Pulse X and everything that he's done. Crazy. We got to change the narrative. People have got to start understanding, and they're going to, because this next run, when we start getting the masses of people jumping in, they're going to see things differently. There's going to be different cryptos out there for them to get involved with. It's not going to be the same thing anymore. Not going to be the same. Go ahead, Meme. You got another one?
Yeah. So this is from that same movie. So it just happened to have a lot of hexagons in this scene. So I put the Hex logo over it. Just made a little 3-second clip out of that.
Very nice. Orange for a reason?
Well, this was a warning system in the movie, so it was an alert system.
Okay. Just checking. All right. We'll go ahead.
Yeah, so this is taking the old cartoon, the little engine that could, and making it into a Hex meme. So in the video that I made, you see as the little engine that could is climbing up the mountain, the Hex price is going up. So depicting the bull run that Hex had in 2021.
Right on. Very cool. All right. Well, we got another member in the back here. I'm going to pull him up. Ladies and gentlemen, my California Connect, Brissology. What's up, dude?
What up, guys?
What's up,
I
Briss?
knew once I started talking about Bitcoin, you were going to come out of the woodwork.
Bitcoin. How's everyone doing today?
We're good. What's going on with you?
Nothing much. Just kind of woke up from a nice little nap, and I saw that you guys were jibber jabbering, so I thought I'd jump on.
Yeah,
Talking about memes today.
Memes is showing us his memes.
Nice.
I know
I
you're
like
a
making
connoisseur
memes.
of the memes.
Yeah, I kind of posted a little bit of a meme this morning. Did you see that one? I thought it was kind of funny.
Which one was that?
I said I took a tab of LSD.
Yeah, I saw that one.
I said I had a vision. I had a vision. I was on a vision quest, and I saw in January in my vision that the Bitcoin ETF got approved. And do you know what it did to the price?
Taint it.
Yes,
dumped
sir. Everyone goes, oh, the ETF comes, all that money's flowing in, number has to go up, right? Wrong. You're fucking wrong. You're
Right.
Then that's why you're broke.
Because all that goes on outside of the system. Even if it's spot, it's still going on outside of the system.
And so I think it's probably gonna. I really feel like the price of everything is gonna tank in January. Right around January, February, and everyone's gonna get all dystopian again. Everyone's gonna start crying. Everyone's gonna start aping into shit coins because they're all a bunch of crybabies. And then probably around April, June, I think we're probably going to see a real big turn upward in the market. And then second quarter 2024, it's going to feel like the top of the bull. And then probably beginning half of 2025, it's going to start coming back down again, and then we're just going to have the hyper bull off top in the second half of 2025. That was my vision that I had hypothetically on LSD. I'm gonna tell you the truth, guys. I really wasn't on LSD. I was just trying to make a joke. I just thought it'd be funny to make a prediction, but just say it was LSD vision.
And this lady Kathy Wood, she might agree with you. She's dumping.
Oof.
She's dumping Coinbase. She's dumping her UBTC. I mean,
right.
she's got her own ETF going, so I mean, you figure that she has to move money.
Smart money.
She's doing something. She knows something we don't. But she's been getting direct calls from the SEC, so you know that might help.
Yeah, that might help a little bit. Well, she's been very confident in what the SEC is about to do. So it looks like she's ready for it here in the next couple weeks.
You know, the big boys, they don't want to buy these coins at high prices. They need these prices low so they can soak them all up.
But what do you think it'll happen then, Briss? Because I noticed in the last week, like all these new updates on they're like called like S1, S3 forms have been to, like they're all agreeing that they're gonna have this cash crate type situation. So are they just gonna not have Bitcoin and just say, yeah, I have all this cash that we can?
I don't know. I don't know what their investment strategies are of holding. I just feel like we're all getting like stroked really good on this like Bitcoin stuff. I saw Max Kaiser make a tweet saying that the Saudi Arabians are going to make Michael Saylor
like
look
they're
like
teaming up with Saylor. Oh wow!
I'm like, okay, they're definitely going to be dumping on us very soon. Because if I'm getting all pumped up and excited about this, there definitely means I'm taking a loss.
I was telling the cab that it feels that since the summer we've been like test driving the Lambo, and then we're about to like sign the lease and all that stuff, and then it's like they drive around and it's like here's like Sam Bankman's Corolla. It's like this is what you signed for, but you're actually taking like the Lambo payments. Because it feels that way. I mean, like since this summer when they started announcing the ETFs, it was weird that there was like 3 of them ready. You know, there was the Grayscale that they've been trying to get into the trust into a ETF now for like 2 or 3 years. But then all of a sudden it was like 10 different people were like, oh yeah, we too. We want to we want ETF too. And then you're like, who's this guy? We don't know who this guy is. You know, there was like 5 or 6 really well known, and then a bunch of like random ETF just showing up. So I was like, this is like a weird move to pump something. I was like, what are they going to pump? And they pumped the Coinbase stock. Like the Coinbase stock went from like 40 or $50 to whatever it is now. And you could tell that ARK, not Gemini, Grayscale and BlackRock all through the last like 3 months, they kept like every so often they kept like just pumping coin, you know, like their stock of Coinbase. They just kept like, oh yeah, we're Coinbase is our custody provider
now.
The what?
It's at $173 now. Huh. What did the Coinbase launch at? Do you remember?
Like 300 though. It's just that it went to like from 300 to like $30. It just like everyone dumped it. Brian Armstrong dumped it. A bunch of the insiders dumped it.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the Coinbase, stock thing right now on Google. It's 12% down today. It's down 12% today. Dude, to get 12% move on a stock?
Someone's dumping.
Yep.
Someone's dumping.
Positioning. They're positioning.
Right. Oh
There's been a lot of that.
ARK, they've been positioning now for like 2 months because they've dumped more. I mean, again, positioned more than $250 million.
They launched at 342.
I've been watching lots of crypto move, and it's not just Bitcoin. You got Ethereum moving. You've got lots of Dogecoin moving. I mean, big amounts of them moving. Just what was it? Day on the 26th day after Christmas, it was close to $500 million within like a couple hour period of time. You've seen a bunch of Bitcoin move. I mean, it's getting heated up out there, getting heated up.
So meme producer, you're making memes. I like that.
Yeah, he's been showing us his portfolio of memes.
I like to take a lot of cultural references and just try and whittle Hex and PulseChain into them. Like when the Mandalorian was really popular, I would basically put a little Hex logo over Baby Yoda. So the Mandalorian's like holding the Hex logo.
Right.
Just things like that. There's a lot of Marvel stuff coming out recently. I bet we could probably make a lot of memes out of those.
Yeah, you want to show us a couple more memes?
Yeah, whenever I whenever inspiration hits me, I just have to do it. I have to pull through with it.
Nice.
So this is the Lord of the Rings. When Smeagol and Deagle discover the ring, but instead they're discovering Hex. Hex is their precious that they have to hold on to.
I have a Lord of the Rings meme. Let me see if I can find it.
That's a good one. That would have been like when you discovered T-shirts. Yeah, like you finally figure it out.
Yeah.
My chest.
Oh, look at who we got here. So we just
Oh,
the
it's
show's
classic.
actually getting an upgrade right now. We have in the green room one of the easier on the eyes Hexicans. Oh wow, SJ shows up
Upgrade.
That's good.
Y'all are
or
sweet.
appears.
I've appeared. Hello.
How come I didn't get an introduction like that? How come? What am I,
'Cause
chopped liver? What am I,
Well, okay,
chopped
wait. Let's
liver?
I happen to love chopped
wait a
liver,
second. Let me
FYI. What
Yeah,
did you?
kick yourself out. Bye.
What is
Bye. Now it's
the
only-
battle? It's to the battle to the death, Brisk. You and me. It's going down. I'm in Cali now.
let's build a bridge.
I know where you at.
now of these two, everybody, who would you rather see on the stream? Just taking a quick vote. Who would you rather see? If you'd rather see Brissology, put a goat in the chat. If you'd rather see a wild SJ, put a heart in there.
Aww.
Goats. Hit up the goats.
Plot twist. I put a goat in the chat.
That's why Brissology. That's why she got the introduction, and you just got the oh boy. Here come the goats.
Goats all day. I see it. Look at all those goats.
Here comes this guy, Anana Mizukro. I remember this guy. You know what? Thank you for the goat, Anana Mizukro. I appreciate that. That guy was harassing me in a different stream, saying Bitcoin's going to zero. Can you believe that, RG3? Can you believe
What?
the nerve of that guy?
He told you what?
He said Bitcoin's going to zero. He saw my LSD post and said Bitcoin's going to zero, bro.
How dare him?
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
How did your bags feel after that?
I don't know. Empty.
Check.
It felt
Do I
empty
sound
and
better now?
hollow.
You sound great.
Okay, I just plugged in my mic. Hey, shout out to my Aunt Debbie. She's watching. She's still watching.
Shout out to Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie, welcome to the stream. We're sorry for. I want to apologize in advance for anything that has or will be said or done here on stream. Yeah, we apologize.
Yeah, this is where we just kind of hang out. It's the effing hangout. That's what we do.
The effing hangout,
Yes.
which stands for the Friday night hangout. In case,
Yeah, you
Look at that
wonder.
play on words. Look at that.
yes,
What's up, Corey Geary? I see Corey Geary in the chat,
yes, he
who
is.
we just confirmed as a speaker for our Houston event.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you. Going to be a good one. So those of you who don't know, we are going to be continuing the PulseChain tour this year. The Bull Run edition of the PulseChain tour versus the bear market PulseChain tour last year. This will be an ode to the bull. And it is also the Hex is better than Bitcoin PulseChain tour. That's what we were calling it. What do you got there, SJ? You bringing something up, or is that something else?
Sorry.
What is that?
Can you hear the echo?
No, it's not echoing. But
Okay, good. It is for me. I was just going to bring the site up.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's let memes grab another meme.
Get your meme on.
We're going through his memes while we
Yeah,
attempt
so
to have a show. Go ahead.
this is my latest one, taking the famous Rocky training montage and just putting a Hex logo over Rocky. So showing Hex training, Hex's robust code that's immutable and hasn't been hacked in 4 years. It's ready to fight all the rest of the finance space.
Oh boy. You want to pull that up, Brissology? You're muted. You're muted.
I don't know if I can actually pull it up onto the screen.
I can.
Oh, I know what I need.
So
There we
I got a funny meme. What about this one? She goes, "See, that wasn't so bad. Let's go deposit some Hex in your wallet, Sonny."
Oh.
I'm sorry, Aunt Debbie. I'm so sorry.
And Debbie, we are so. Where's my internet?
That lasted 4 minutes. Thank you, Chris.
Oh Lord. Hey, shout out to Bets in Crypto, who has his own channel now. Go like and
yes.
subscribe to that.
That's incredible.
Yeah, we had it.
That's
We had it
awesome.
on here early. We had him up here earlier. We were talking about that. Yeah, we should make sure we get the link in the description and stuff down there for him.
Yeah, let me find that.
Oh, wait a second. Aunt Debbie, I got something for you. Hold on.
Oh,
Little known fact, orgasms cure headaches. I think I knew that. I feel like orgasms cure everything.
You didn't know that your sweet SJ was a doctor, did you? Yes.
It was from a book. It's from a book I read. And it's true.
Hey, look at who we got here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the internet money man himself, Brother KG.
Yo,
What's
KG.
up, dude? Welcome.
What's up, everybody? I saw you were streaming. We just made a big announcement tonight, and I was like, man, there's no better place to codify the announcement than on the captain's ship. But I don't want to intrude. That's why I jumped on.
No,
Good to see
let's-
everybody.
Let's
Please,
have
I
the
haven't
announcement.
seen
bring it.
I haven't heard it.
Bring it. Let's
Oh.
hear it.
Man,
you can't
well-
do that to us. Give it to us, man.
Well, I'm still kind of jittery because, where it's like we've been working so hard to get here. But for those who have been following the internet money saga, know that we've been in beta for a little over a year. And tonight we just launched the official non-beta release, and we went fully open source with the wallet on Android, iOS, and Chrome. And we are now twice security audited, open sourced, out of beta. We just released a stats page, so you can see we have almost 30,000 downloads. And so this is amazing for internet money, the internet money community, but as well as for the PulseChain community, because guys, we have a MetaMask replacement on Android, iOS, and Chrome that is native to PulseChain right now, available for download. So this is the first place that we're on video. No better place to announce it.
Good job.
Congratulations,
Congrats,
my man.
guys.
Congratulations.
Congrats to Don.
Now, this is a Hexican doing the work, guys. He's putting in the work,
job,
doing the
KG.
things.
Getting it done.
Thanks, guys.
that
Thanks,
we
guys.
all need. Getting it done. And that's what Richard asked for, and he produced. Way to go, brother. Way to go.
Awesome.
Thank you,
So-
guys. Truly appreciate it.
For my Aunt Debbie, KG, who's watching, who is interested in investing, RG did a wonderful intro to Hex today, knowing that she was watching.
Okay.
And can you explain a little bit what is MetaMask? What is internet money? Why do we have these things? What do they do?
Sure.
what's
So MetaMask, internet money, these are crypto wallets, and MetaMask was kind of the first kid on the block to do it. And credit where credit is due. They invented some cool technology that got us all where we are today. But MetaMask has become the antithesis of what crypto was supposed to be. And so that opened the door for people who still believe in what crypto should be to create those things. And so internet money is a wallet as well. And if you don't know what a wallet is, it gives you the ability to interact with your crypto effectively. We can deep dive into technicals, but that's the effective explanation is You can look at your crypto, you can send your crypto, you can swap your crypto, you can connect to different apps in the crypto world. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's ultimately what a wallet is.
If I could just jump in real quick, MetaMask is like Anakin Skywalker. He was supposed to fight the dark side, not join it.
Exactly. Great
That's a
analogy.
great analogy. Yeah,
It
100%.
is. It is. Leave it to a nerd to come up with something nice and nerdy like that. And meaningful. Meaningful and nerdy.
For sure.
Meaningful.
And nerdy. Trades for free. We'd really love to answer your question since we've got Aunt Debbie here.
Yeah.
What is Hex's utility? Well, what is any crypto's utility? First of all, I mean, let's go to the number one, the king of all cryptos, Bitcoin. What does it do?
Oh, Briss is happy to hear you say that.
It does one thing. It goes back and forth. That's it. That's all Bitcoin does is go back and forth. You can send it to this place or receive it from that place. That's it. That's the utility of Bitcoin. And that's the best crypto out there. The best. So
Bitcoin
that's
is a
what we're-
breakthrough
it's not gonna be-
technology.
it's not going to be too hard to raise the bar to get over that leap right there. Now, so what does Hex do? Well, it replaces Bitcoin with a more secure, a safer, a faster, a more efficient way to go back and forth to send and receive. So it improves on the best model that's already been created, is what it does, first of all. Then it has a staking mechanism, which I talked about earlier, which means you, the holder of the token, if you stake it, you're the one generating the inflation and the yield and minting the coin yourself. You're part of the system. You're the Fed, you're the bank, and you're the holder of the currency itself. That's the utility. It's better money, and it's better than Bitcoin. So it is the best crypto in the whole ecosystem, and that's its utility. It's better. So
Now explain the
just thought I'd
T-share.
answer that.
No, you don't want to. He's leading the horse to water. You don't want to open the fire hydrant on their face right now.
No, sorry, that's just an inside joke where
It's an inside joke around here.
Oh,
people would be
got it,
asking RG3 if he can explain what a T-share is, and RG3's like, "Oh, you know, a T-share comes after an S-share." You know?
And before you share.
That was a good explanation. Yeah, Hex is, we were exploring too the possibilities of some potential tax creativeness with Hex, in that, okay, if you stake your Hex, you have burned your Hex, and therefore, do you actually have anything of value? So then the argument becomes, oh, well, you have a T-share. Well, if a T-share is non-transferable and I can't exchange it for goods and services while I own it, do I have something of value at the time? So we've been exploring some tax creativeness with Hex. So I think there's another use case there, possibly.
That's awesome.
I will 100% visit you in prison, KG.
As long as you promise to put Hex in my commissary.
Yes,
So-
sir. Just if I could just add on to RG3's little explanation there about what's the utility of Hex, and that basically, Bitcoin became digital gold, and it was supposed to kind of help replace the financial system, and that, yeah, well, it's and Richard
White
has
paper
always
said.
said if we want cryptos to replace the financial system, we got to offer the same products that the banks offer, but in crypto. And the top 3 products that a bank offers is a checking account, a savings account, and the certificate of deposit. And so Richard just simply created a certificate of deposit on the blockchain. And that's the utility of Hex. It's just put your money in it, you lock it up for a certain amount of days, you come back, you get your principal and your yield. Simple as that.
Great explanation.
Yeah, buddy.
And now we have a question about T-share. T-share. What is it? How do you get a T-share? Where does that even come from?
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to humor everybody and explain what a T-share is. So this is for Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie, a T-share is a marker in time, is all it is. And what it marks is, so when you have HEX, when you have liquid HEX, you could send it back and forth to somebody like Brasology, or you can send him Bitcoin back and forth. Just, that's he's a cryptopian. That's what he does.
I accept
Or
it.
you can take your HEX and stake it. What does that do? Now, Brasology just said a little while ago KG just said a little while ago that when you stake your HEX, you burn your HEX. So what happens is you give your HEX to the contract and it burns it. Poof, your HEX is gone. But what it does is it marks in time the amount and the time frame that you put your HEX into stake. And that stake is marked by a T-share. That's all that T-share marks is the time and the amount of HEX that was put into that stake. And as time goes on, it calculates, the network calculates either Ethereum or PulseChain network. There are two networks that HEX runs on. The network calculates how much HEX you earned when it's time for you to take it out. So let's just say you staked it for 5 years and it sits there and it's accumulating the 3.69% inflation from the code is landing on all the stakes. Every staker is getting a little bit of the inflation based on how big their T-share count is, how many T-shares they have on that stake. And every day it's calculating how many HEX that stake is getting on top of the principal that was put in. So it calculates it when the stake is ended, when it's time, or it also calculates if you end it early. It's called an emergency end stake. And if there is any HEX left, you get that HEX. The way it works is if you serve half of your time of your stake, you'll get your principal back. Anything after that is a bonus after half your time. But if you go before, you're wrecked. Even a day before unstaking, a day before is not beneficial. It's just, you get wrecked. And that HEX that you lose, the penalty that you get, goes to all of those stakers who remain in the pool, who have still stayed staked and stayed loyal to their stake. So that's it. A T-share is just a marker in time for the HEX that you burned and the HEX that you will end up receiving when that timer and that time marker is up. That's what a T-share does. Was that enough for everybody? Or should I have gotten more technical?
Boom.
No, I think that was a good explanation for the starter package. Very good explanation.
Thank you. Hopefully you got that, Aunt Debbie. Hopefully you got that.
Aunt Debbie's our metric for understanding. If Aunt Debbie gets it, everyone's getting it. No,
I like that. I like that.
Pretty much, you want as many T-shares as you can get.
True. That's true. I chat GPT'd it. So chat, I used the Bing one instead. So chat, I said to explain it like I'm in junior high. HEX is like a piggy bank for digital money. A T-share is like a piece of the piggy bank that you own. The more T-shares you have, the more money you can earn over time. It's like having more pieces of candy in your piggy bank. The more candy you have, the more you can eat later.
Okay.
That's like at least in the realm.
One of the dynamic and beautiful things about the T-share is also that the price of it continues to go up. And that's a dynamic that was created to create a reverse compounding effect. So how the T-share works in the system of as a whole versus just the individual. I just explained how it affects the individual, but the system as a whole has to keep a metric of how much those T-shares are worth based on, each stake and how much they're getting. So the longer stakes get paid better and the bigger, longer stakes get paid even better. So what the T-share does is every time somebody ROIs or pulls out their stake and they get a return on that investment, the T-share price ratchets up so that person there cannot get in for the same amount of HEX in the same amount of time, it basically makes it more expensive, costs more hex to get the same amount of return. And that makes the price of the T-share go up. So the new users coming in today are paying much more for their T-shares than the people from the past paid for their T-shares. In hex terms, how much hex did it cost for a T-share? Where are we at now? 32,000? Are we hit the
31,
32,000?
almost 32.
32,000?
Three times more already as we started at 10.
So just to give an example, and Melv Tony might put it in there for us. A T-share today is going to cost you close to 32,000 hex. And when we first started staking, day one stake, I don't even know how many T-shares it cost. What did it cost us? Like
It was like 10,000 units per,
It
and
started
then
at
the
10,
price
right?
was 3 zeros. Yeah,
It
so
started
3
actually
zeros, and then it went down. So,
slightly below 10, actually.
Yeah, it was like
oh wow,
9, 8, something like that.
wow.
But the price of hex was 4 zeros and a 5, right? At that point. So the price of hex today is EHEX is a half a cent, and PHEX is, I think, close to a penny now, 1.08, something like that. I haven't looked at the price today. Where's Melv Tony? Share rates.
He's in
From 720. Okay, let's put this up here so that we can see it. Might be a little confusing. T-share rates, 7/21/2022, 23,000 hex per T-share. 9/11/22, 24,000. All the way down to, or all the way to today, we got 12/11/23, 31,044. So all the way back in 2022, it was 23,000. But of course, it was in 2020 when we were launching, it was much cheaper.
So almost a year ago on 11 the 2nd 2022, it was 25,000. So it's gone up 6,000 hex per T-share in a year.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
We have another very, very important question that needs answering. In case you didn't know, this is Sir Fud Puddles. And thank you for asking, Johnny B. Yes, I sewed him myself. You can see the stitching. I used a red thread so that, you know, I'd always remember that he had a wound here. This had come off, but I fixed it. Thank you.
I thought Sir Fud Puddles was your cat.
No, my sweet kitty, she passed away. I have a.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I have a picture. It's my baby, and she's been NFT'd. That was badass. Spectral Mana did a. Mana made an NFT of her, so that was super awesome.
Her NFTs sold out in the first couple minutes.
In a minute.
Mana is a real cat lady, huh?
Yeah, she is. I love it. I'm a woman after my own heart for sure.
We've got a lot of cat ladies. We've got Hexalina Pulsalot is a kitty lover.
I'm a cat dude.
Nice.
I have a cat.
About it.
Yeah.
Cat friends. Cat friends unite.
Yeah, cats are cool. Cats are cool.
And we're talking about cats. You're welcome.
Can I share another meme?
Yeah.
Does it involve cats?
I think meme producer's got another meme up too. Let's talk about his meme.
Yeah.
Thanks, RG.
This
I
devolved
asked
into
for
cats
it.
and memes real quick.
I asked for my meme, and you're like, you know what? Let's show someone else.
Well, he's been trying to show his memes this whole show, so we're going to go back and forth, and then I'll put yours on.
There you go.
Yeah, so you may have seen the Wall Street cheat sheet where it shows the different emotions depending on where the market cycle is.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's optimism, euphoria, anxiety, depression, anger, all that. So I just turned it into excitement if you're a Hex investor, no matter what the price is. Because if the price is low, it's a good buying opportunity. Get a lot of T shares and lock them up. Price is high, it's a good selling opportunity.
So where are we at in the chart right now?
Well, I made this about a year ago, so it's a bit outdated, but you know, we've
we're in
gone
the excitement
continue
zone.
going down.
We're in the excitement zone. Is that what you deduced?
Pretty sure that's where we're at, right there.
Yeah, sir, we're always in the excitement phase. The real Hexicans.
That's
Yep.
true.
All right,
It's
Briss,
true.
lay it on us, Briss. Let's
All
hear
right,
it.
so this is a what I call a converted meme, where I take someone else's picture and I turn it into a hex beam. And this is actually a legit picture from a Las Vegas hex meetup. That's everyone standing in front of the Rolex store. And in this meme, the little kid says, "Mom, what is a Hexican? Why are those people taking a pic in front of the Rolex store?" She says, "Don't look at them, Ricky. I don't want you to be influenced by." "Oh God, no, Ricky!" "Too late, mother. I have seen everything."
I love it.
This is one of my
Very
favorite
Oh,
memes.
Lord.
Very good. Little Ricky.
Oh no, we influenced him to become rich. Poor kid.
Oh, right.
I like how you called it converted.
Yeah.
You know, like
Convert.
You know, I didn't draw the whole thing. I just kind of made it mine.
Adapted.
Converted. I'm going to start using that. You stole my shit. No, I converted it.
there you go. That might actually work in like college and everything. Like we're converting all this Chat GPT stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't
exactly.
steal. I converted.
It's not copyright infringement. This is conversion. Stop.
It's not plagiarism. It's converting.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
Loopholes.
I could have used that word a long time ago. All right. What else we got here? We got another one, Briss?
Yeah.
You both do.
All right, hold on.
Oh, I've seen this meme.
There we go.
Terrible text.
You asked for a cat meme.
I did. It's
and
hard
I
to read
found
though,
it.
but thank
Yeah,
you.
that's the cat meme.
Here, let me see if I can.
Now the show is reaching. It
Here we
is
go.
reaching.
There we go. So that's what it feels like knowing about Hex.
It's true.
Oh, here's a conversion that happened. Now with the Catholic. that I converted back.
I don't know if that's an endorsement or
Welcome.
Oopsie.
All right, let's see. Meme producers. Okay, this
Yes.
must be a famous piece of art. Do we know the real artist here?
Yeah, the painting was called Manifest Destiny. Obviously, a depiction of early America. So you have the settlers driving out the Indians. But
Yeah, them
I made
bastards.
it into the Hexicans driving out the Bitcoiners.
Yeah,
Oh, our
don't
team got
like
some
that.
feels about this one.
I don't like it at all. We're gonna remove that one. Manifest Destiny. Goddamn Indians, we had.
I like that
horrible-
one because it's kind of old timey. I got another slightly old timey meme. If anyone wants to pull that one up.
I got a pretty good meme.
Aunt Debbie, turn your head for a
Debbie.
moment, would you?
We're a bunch of savages.
Oh
You know?
no.
And all I'm trying to do is save fiat so I can pay my student loans. Richard keeps offering me the deal. This was made during the sacrifice.
I'm sorry. I should have never clicked that button, Aunt Debbie. I should never have done that.
That was made during
Let's
the
talk about what we're
sacrifice
doing
day.
next Sunday.
Yeah.
Change the topic for
You-
a hot minute. What are we doing
Okay,
next
can-
Sunday?
You
Huh?
just watch it.
Can I show one meme real quick? It's wholesome.
You don't have any room to talk, young
Okay.
lady.
Little known fact, orgasms cure headaches. I think I knew that. I feel like orgasms cure everything.
We got that
I'm
on cue.
wholesome. I'm wholesome.
All right, one meme producer got one here, and then we'll put.
Ugh.
Yeah, so this is your hex marriage vows. Do you promise to make a hex staking ladder? I do. Do you promise to never emergency end stake? I do.
Now, folks, just realize that emergency end staking is okay. It's okay. That's my PSA on emergency end stake. It's a tool.
Here,
Unless it's a Genesis stake.
The Hexalorian.
Very nice.
KG has one, right?
Yeah, I got a quick one.
Okay, where's it at? You got it in there? Oh, there it is.
I mean, come
Okay.
on. I mean,
Right.
come on.
What can you say to that, right? What can you say?
They don't want to see the light, but it's too bright. They can't ignore it.
Well, they don't want to see the light. Show them the heat.
Oh, he's feeling the heat. Look at him. He's like, damn. Yeah.
Hey, it's not the FKN, it's the FN Hangout. FN Hangout. This is a family
No,
show.
not anymore. Now it's SJ's quote fiesta.
SJ's quote, and then we'll quadruple our viewers. Okay. Well, she's already started changing the fonts and the formats and all that stuff, so I'm sure it'll be a different show here pretty soon.
Out with the old. I'm just kidding. Who's wearing the bandana now? Huh?
Dang, and it's a black bandana. She's coming
I
at you,
didn't
bro.
even coordinate
Bro.
that. I was legit already wearing this. Are we wearing the same bandana?
Captain Jesse, like halfway out the plank and you didn't even notice yet.
Right? Yep. Okay, Trap keeps asking about Ski Cat. Ski Cat's gone, bro. Ski Cat.
Yeah, we haven't seen Ski Game forever.
Hey,
I saw
what
he
I
was
can do.
asking. When was the last time we saw him? Like maybe like a year and a half ago?
Just kidding.
Oh boy, they're starting to get like that
no.
Kinetics feller. You know what happened to him?
What happened to him?
He's not here. She's gunning for your job. She can have it. She can have it. She can have it. This is the most thankless job I've ever had in my life.
Thank you for all you do, bro.
Oh,
Now you
Of
can't say
course
that.
you have to
Yeah,
do that,
thank
kid.
you.
Of course. Let's see. Let's add this one. This one's good.
Oh,
kind of. I think Hollow Dog's back at pick number 1 right now.
He said he was going to change his name today.
Oh,
To
Yeah.
what? Hollow Cat?
I like it. I approve.
It was
Kim, what's
Huddle
that?
Dog something 369. I don't know. It was something. He was going to change it to something else. Oh, Trap says he needs 1 million hex. He's looking for Ski Cat to drop 1 million hex on him.
nice. Sheesh.
Hex is hex. Either chain. You got that right, buddy.
We can give Trap one of those Ethereum Fair million.
Fair. Oh man, what's that
It's
worth?
like
About
50
12 cents?
bucks.
Oh, is
I
it
don't
50
even
bucks?
No, I don't even know. I don't even know. I was just saying, like, I'm assuming like 1 million of those is probably like. I mean, last time I checked, it was like a bunch of zeros. So
Man, you know,
Oh,
we could say what we say about the ETH Hex, but I will say I made a nice little bag on that ETH Hex.
I have my stakes working 4 chains. I don't know what's going to happen in 5 years, 10 years. You know? Yeah.
Right?
I
Son
mean-
of a bitch. Are you saying you sold? Are you?
Okay, all right, okay.
Got
okay.
him.
I can't.
Okay.
Got him.
So,
I had.
I
right,
would have
all right.
already, but I could.
All
No.
right.
Last thing you want to say in the Hexican community is, I had a bag of.
Well, in all fairness, it was at a time where we didn't know if ETH Hex was going to be real hex. You know, if that's the narrative we were going with. So it was a weird time in the community. But point being is, when ETH launched, I streamed just like how to interact with Hex over there, and I was showing how to actually buy Hex on stream, and I had a few, ETH from the fork, and I thought it was a glitch. Like I was getting so much Hex for that ETH.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to capitalize on this glitch. No, it turns out I caught the super mega bottom, like literally the launch mega bottom. And I got a huge bag of ETH Hex. And I will speak transparently. And I did sell because one of the you got to DCA out just like you DCA in, right? Right now, I can't pay my mortgage and feed my family on crypto. So unfortunately, I'm still relying on that dirty, nasty fiat.
And in case it wasn't covered, DCA stands for dollar cost average.
Exactly.
Also, please sub to, I'm trying to set our channel up, Discourse Syndicate, up on Rumble. And I just went to go click the live stream button and it was like, oh, you need at least 5 subscribers to live stream. So we need at least 5 of you.
Let's get 5
smash that
subscribers on our
button.
Rumble account.
Please.
It's a big ask.
Streaming
I
on
know.
Instagram too. Streaming on Instagram. Well, kind of behind.
Are you doing Instagram tonight right now?
Yeah, I've had it on the whole time. Yeah.
So proud of you.
The producer, SJ, set up the Instagram. So I've been doing behind the scenes. Like anybody can see what's going on back here just by going to Instagram.
Next thing you know, you're going to be setting up your iPads all by yourself.
Oh my God.
Waving that $35 setup fee in store.
All right, let's pull up. Oh, wait, let's talk about this HEX PHEX price projection chart meme you have here.
Yeah, it's less of a meme, just some statistics. Before I started making memes, I was just making a spreadsheet to predict how rich I would be in the future.
Nice.
But you know,
we all did that.
Just a simple analysis. You know, we can see HEX going generally up for 2 years and generally down for the past 2 years. So,
yeah.
Now, hopefully, we'll see another 2 years of up.
So you're telling me HEX is never going under a penny again?
So you're telling me there's a chance. So here's something very interesting. And I know Brasology and I did it. You know, I think we even did it. We were having menudo one morning out here in California. Right? Had some breakfast. And so I took Brasology out for breakfast. We were eating breakfast and we're talking about our bags and what was going on. And, you know, we're projecting like these big numbers. And we surpassed those numbers, like blew them out of the water. Even some of our moon math that we all had on this channel in the early days, we blew those numbers out of the water. I mean, that's the power of this thing. That is the power of HEX, is it can just crush all of your expectations one way or the other.
Yeah, I've kind of learned the trick kind of behind HEX is when the price is down, it really doesn't feel like you're making a lot of money. Like right now, I feel like I'm broke. But when the price gets up like 10, 20 cents, you're like, holy shit, what is these t-shirts are really kicking in? And
because here's something to remember, that every HEX that you're getting right now is not worth what it is today in the future. It can be different. And you're still making that same HEX though. You're still rolling in the same amount of HEX every single day with your T-shares. You're still accumulating, and the value. And some people, I have new people that ask me this, you know, oh, does the value is this going to be worth the same as it is then? And it's like, yes, the HEX is HEX, period. It's the same price, whether you've unstaked it or it's sitting liquid or you're just gathering it. It's going to, you know, every HEX goes up with the price of HEX. And some people don't understand that. I find that odd that some people ask that question, you know, hey, is it going to be, you know, worth this more when it goes and the price goes up? It's like, yes. You don't get HEX at a penny and it just stays a penny. Your HEX increases in value as the value of HEX goes up.
All right, I got a really good wholesome meme. You guys are all gonna love it.
Oh, let's see it.
I don't feel like he's telling the truth right now.
Careful, Aunt Debbie. Beware.
Debbie, you're gonna love this one. What a HEX sees right as I'm staking it. Thank you, KG. Thank you for laughing. That was a good one.
I don't know if I quite get it, but it's still funny.
Well, it's just like, you know, pretend like you're a sentient HEX. This is what you would see just as you hit that stake button. It's kind of like the last thing like the bug sees, and then it shows like a real like liberal person.
How stoned were you when you did this one?
Also
I'm
curious.
stoned all the time. I'm stoned. I just
know.
woke up.
It's 8:30 out here, everybody. It's 8:30, and he's just getting up.
Starting his day bright and early.
The man didn't have a hood on his car for the first 2 years I knew him.
Wow.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
When we were in
He goes to Vegas with me. Now I live in a respectable neighborhood. He lives in the ghetto. He lives in the ghetto where the riffraff are and the kids racing their cars and shit. And all
I
that.
live in one of the most expensive areas in America, Orange County, California, baby.
He lives
they
in
made
the
a TV show about
he's at the bottom of the
outside area.
I live in the poor area. I live where all the slaves live, but
Right.
it's like
I live in a respectable neighborhood where people have families and Karens and all that kind of stuff, right?
he lives in an HOA. That's what he means by respectable. He pays to keep the riffraff out.
You got to suck that middleman D, RG3. What are you doing in that HOA?
Right? And so I don't have guys with hoods off their car parked in my front yard. And
I left it there for like the whole
we went to Vegas and he left it there for a week in the front of my house with no hood on it. My wife's like, what the hell is this doing in front of our house? We got lucky and tow it away. HOA said something about it.
I'm surprised that
Not supposed to be working on your vehicles out in the front yard.
It's not. It's just my friend who likes to save money. No, I was in Vegas with Briss, and it was myself, him, and my wife, and he was actually teaching us how to play. What was the name of that game, Briss? Roulette. And so we're all sit down with a little bit of money. Briss wins like $17 or something and doesn't play the rest of the night, like 3 minutes in to make it on a 17. Like it was like $17, bro. We just started. He was out the whole night.
I was up.
Wow.
Okay. All right. That's
real.
called being a
Very
winner.
real.
Your head.
I mean, I can't argue with profit.
And for somebody who has a race car with no hood on it, he sure is scared of speed.
Oh my Jesus. All right. This is how
Tell it.
this is
Tell
how
it.
where's my I don't know where my phone's at. This is how RG3, this is how he drives. He's looking at his phone. He's like, yeah, all right. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm over there like, hey man, do you mind like looking at the road? For longer than 1 second in between Twitter breaks.
He's got
And
tweets.
we're like speed bombing at a sea of red brake lights, and he's just like, he's just not braking. I'm like hitting that imaginary brake pedal on the passenger side, and RG3's like, I've never been in a car accident, but I totally crashed my motorcycle. I'm just like,
I don't want to be in the car with someone who's never been in even a small car accident, because it's like law of averages. Like it's bound to happen. I don't want that to manifest while I'm in the car.
I've never hit anything, is what I was telling him. I just got rear-ended the other day going to his house. I got rear-ended going to his house the other day.
Oh,
RG3, I think you should tell that story. That's a story.
Oh shit. I don't know if I should.
RG3 almost went to prison. He almost killed a guy.
No. Okay, now I gotta tell the story.
Now
Shut
you
up.
have to. Thanks, Chris.
Look at
So I'm
Wait a second.
I'm getting off the freeway going to Basology's house in the ghetto, right? And I'm standing at the light off the freeway off ramp, and I hear a screech. And that screech, and I happen to be talking to my producer at the time, and that screech hits the car behind me, and the car blasts into my brand new truck and flies off to the side and spins them around and pushes me out into the intersection. And so I look in the rearview mirror. I'm like, oh shit, crushed in my brand new freaking truck. So look in the
I
rearview
heard the
mirror.
front.
There's no car behind me. It's just a big empty spot and a destroyed car, like Ricky Racer car. It had a hood on it though. The hood was smashed, but no hood, no. And so I see the guy's packing up. He's leaving. He's like, I'm out of here. Shine this, right? So I got out of the car and I looked at him and I pulled out my phone and I said, hey, you're not going anywhere, buddy. Just chill. He was like, fuck you. I'm out of here. And so he starts to leave and I continue to film him. And I said, hey, just chill. Everything's going to be all right. Just sit back. So I don't know if I should tell this part of the story. So anyway, that's it. That's the end of the story. The rest of it got a little weird, but
Guns were involved.
I'd rather not talk about
That guy. Let's just say that guy. He got caught by the police. He's probably
They caught him. They caught him. Yeah, he's probably in prison now. They caught him.
And so on and so on. He bought Hex. Right. He's still
and
on board.
Now he's a Hexican and he's right there at Brasology's house sitting under the deck.
If he's doing 10 to 15, he'll be
That
okay.
was my roommate, bro.
Exactly. hit him with the steak. He'll get him when he gets out. He'll be really happy.
Oh, geez. Anyway, so now I got a brand new truck that got smashed. Really
That
bummed me
sucks,
out.
man.
Not on my Zucro. Exactly.
Oh, wait a minute. KG, did you really say that? Did you?
Thank you. Finally, someone
There
recognized.
must be a KG bot in the chat.
You know what?
Check is in the mail.
You know, I actually, Briss says things all the time where he is a goofball, and I love that about him, but he is so aware and poignant with certain things. Like Briss, I know you're a genius, bro. And you just put on the mask of a comedian. I see you.
Thank you.
You got to go spend some time with this guy in like real life for a minute. You'll change your whole perspective of that
Speaking
thing.
of that, Chris, are
Right?
you going to come to the meetup on the 7th at the SoFi Stadium?
Yeah, that's in LA, huh?
Yeah, bro. Let's go.
You know how I know that? Because I
How do
just watched that Taylor Swift concert, her Eras tour, and it was in the SoFi Stadium.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. There you go. It's
Dude,
not
she
too
is
far.
she is freaking talented. I'm a
That-
Swift.
You know
for
what?
life.
I was watching a few minutes of her today, and I was like,
Few minutes.
she's nothing special. I didn't see anything special about her. I'm sorry. I don't see what people see in her. I don't know. She plays guitar, she sings, she dances.
Her career took off when Kanye roasted her. You know,
True. Hold up. I'll let you finish.
She's just not. I don't know.
I made memes out of that. I've made memes out of that.
That may have been I do feel for her on that, but I got to give it to Kanye. That was a pretty good roast. You know, like a pretty good, like, I don't care about, social implications. He just went for it. She's been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah. But anyway, I think she's overrated myself. She's dating one of the.
She's getting like big in Kansas City because she's dating Travis
Cleves?
Kelsey.
Mr.
Kelsey, whatever his freaking name is. God, I hate the fucking Chiefs. I fucking hate the Chiefs.
Oh, I think they're
Anyway.
going to lose this year.
All more
Good.
reason to come out to the tailgate party. Then you can boo the Chiefs because they're going to be
Yes.
there. Say boo.
Yes.
There
Or
you go.
yeah. Go sport.
We heard
Here
it
we go.
first.
See, this
Trap
is-
Gravity goes to Taylor Swift.
Traps
concert.
is a Swiftie too. There you go.
Uh-oh.
Worst
This
night of
has
his life.
been an interesting stream right here.
I just don't. I mean, I shouldn't be bagging on Bitcoin and Taylor Swift in the same. That could get somebody fucking killed. But
Yeah,
I mean,
by me.
When Richard talked about the maxis the other day, Briss, did you feel he was like specifically talking about you when he like said that?
I forget exactly what he said, but
Convenient.
I always feel like he's talking about me. I feel like when I look up at the star, sometimes I feel like he's looking at it too. I'm like,
You're Richard's spirit animal.
There you go.
And people think I'm his biggest fan because of all this sci-fi stuff, you know.
wow.
Hmm.
No one beats
Not even
out
close.
Briz.
He's got fanboys.
Oh,
Case
he's
in
got
point.
fanboys. We got some serious.
I don't get me
fanboys
wrong.
out there.
I love Richard Hart, but this guy, he loves Richard Hart.
I'm glad I got to meet him a couple times and spend some time with him and hang out. That really puts puts humanity to someone who, you know, people talk so crazy about. But he's just a regular guy. He's a regular guy. A nice one too. He's a nice one. I like Richard a lot.
It is cool to meet people in person because they do get humanized. It's easy to idolize somebody that seems unreachable, untouchable, you know, through a screen and social media. So
Yeah.
I hear you on that.
And humanizing him made me like him even more. You know what I mean? In a different way, and not in a Brokeback Mountain kind of way, Bersology, but like in a regular way. So don't get upset.
It's a safe space, bro.
But you know, just to know that he's human, he's fallible. He likes things a certain way and not this way. And I mean, just seeing the humanity in the guy was really cool and made me even like him more. So hope he comes back and spends more time with us sometime soon.
Yep.
Maybe we have to go to Europe, but yeah, good dude.
Well, thanks for sharing that.
A hell of a developer. Hell
Cap,
of a,
I'm gonna skip out, but thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much to the guys, and congrats to KG and Don and everything that you guys are doing. So later, SJ.
Good to
Later,
see you,
Cap.
ID.
CID.
Bye, Briss, and good
bro.
job, Hex Memes.
Killing it. All right. Where were we? Where were we, Aunt Debbie? Where were we? Aunt Debbie, do you have any questions, Aunt Debbie? I'd like to hear if Aunt Debbie has any questions. I saw her in the chat there a minute ago. She might have already bailed out. Maybe the second you're muted, SJ, if you're trying to say something.
I was.
Maybe the second time you talked about orgasms, she cut out. Or is she still there?
Anyways, no, it's exciting. Like she is really interested in investing, and we've talked about it before. Like we had a whole conversation about it, and she was going to invest, and then it just just kind of didn't happen. And it's actually kind of a good thing because I think the price is actually much lower than it was at that point. So if she's going to do it, I was like, Aunt Debbie, come ask your questions if you got them, and we'll learn some things together, and I'll get you through it. Unlike the mistake I made with my best friend, and I'm still waiting to get the money back from base, but that's okay.
Oh,
Dumb.
we won't talk about that.
I believe I did that. I know, but we should, because like there's this Richard Hart quote that I'm going to re-record, and it basically is like, if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's true with the knowledge that we have, right? Like I was so sure I knew what I was doing, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, oh no. That was not the correct button to push, right? Like I totally went for the shiny object thing. I was like, oh, lower fee, oh, faster transaction, boop, and that can happen to people so quickly. Like just such a rookie mistake to make. But
What happened?
that's why, like with my Aunt Debbie, like I want to be able to answer her questions and know what we're doing and not send her money to another chain that doesn't do nothing. But she's still here. Hi, Aunt Debbie. Thanks for hanging out. She said she's not sure what to ask. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well,
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say to someone like Aunt Debbie. Now, I don't want this to come off as like, internet money wallets only for beginners. It's not, but for a beginner, it's actually a really good tool because I assume you're going to be onboarding her into PulseChain or Ethereum or something like that. If those chains are already loaded into the wallet, she doesn't have to know. You don't have to teach her even about importing token addresses and everything yet. Like all that is already there. Everything's going to have a price. So it's really, for you, Aunt Debbie, it's going to be a really good experience and a really easy and comfortable experience. Yeah, you're still going to, we don't have a fiat on-ramp yet, so that element's still there, but I actually figured out recently that on Venmo and Cash App, you can use those as fiat on-ramps right into Ethereum, and you can send to your non-custodial wallet. So I've been onboarding through Venmo actually, because
Wow.
a lot of people are like using Coinbase, or, you know, when you try to onboard someone into Coinbase, they're a little weirded out by it, even though we know it's like, you know, the Apple basically of crypto.
Yeah.
But they like don't want to put their ID and stuff. So they're already on Coinbase. They're already onboarded. All they have to do is go to the crypto tab. They can buy ETH, and then, you know,
You're already on Venmo, right?
exactly.
Yeah. Sweet.
Nice.
That's super good to know.
Yep. Venmo's a
'cause we're
great
so much
fiat
more familiar
onboarding
with
tool.
that.
All right, let's put Briss's meme up here.
I got another wholesome meme.
Is that a Banksy? Is that a Banksy drawing?
I don't know, but I
get what you
made it
think,
mine.
Guy.
I adapted it.
Mm,
I like that one.
bro, that's good.
Very good. Very good. Almost like you thought about that one for a minute. With the
That one
brain
took
power
me
to the
at
left.
least 12 minutes to make.
All right, what do we got here? We've got linear projection of HEX active stakers. And look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, so I think this is actually a conservative estimate of the future, because if you look at Bitcoin, it wasn't a linear growth of stakers, or holders, I should say, over time.
Where on this line are we now?
Well, I added this dot, so let me get my...
This is an interesting metric that we should talk about something here. Very important. Very, very important.
Sorry, there we go. So this is about where we are right now. So each of these dots was every 10,000 new stakers we added.
Mhm.
And the dot is just where we are now. It should represent 130,000, but I just added it. We're at about 24,000 right now.
Mhm. And where's that last dot? When was that placed?
This last dot's from about a week or two ago.
No, the dot before it. The last dot. There you go.
Yeah, so that was at 120,000. That was, I think, around January, February of this year.
So a year ago. Wow. Look at that. Look at that flat line on stake growth. Look at that. See, who was I talking to today about that? Oh, Johnny Chaos. Johnny Chaos and I were talking about this today. You know, when we first started this show, we spoke about the importance of staking and what that meant to your portfolio, what that meant to your crypto gains. And it was the most important thing. It was all we ever talked about. Like, if you didn't have a 5, 5, 5, 5, a Quattro Cinco stake, a stake that's 5,555 days at Debbie, we would laugh you out of the community. Like, if you weren't staking, what were you doing? Like, why would you have any liquid hex? Like, it wasn't a thing to have liquid hex. It wasn't a thing to not be staked. We talked about staking strategies all the time. Like, when we figured this out, when we got done with T-shares, some of us, it took longer than others. Staking strategy was what we talked about for like 2 years straight after that. After we figured it out, it was all about staking strategy. And that is what creates the value in HEX. That's the use case. That's what HEX is for. HEX is for staking. HEX is for staking. We don't talk about that enough. Look at how it's flatlined. Look at how staking is flatlined over the last year, because we don't push it. We don't talk about it. I mean, the staking on PulseChain is abysmal. It's horrible. The staking is going on with PHEX. It's just not what's happening anymore. And that's what's going to bring the value back to this ecosystem, back to HEX, is when we start seeing the value in staking again, and that number goes up. When that number goes up, that's when things are going to change. Right now, the value. What use is HEX in your wallet? HEX has no use just sitting there. It should be staked. You should be part of the system. You should be mining HEX. That's what a stake does, is mines HEX. It mines the inflation of HEX. You have a miner. You own a miner of the best crypto in the whole ecosystem. In order to mine Bitcoin, you have to buy equipment that you can't get a hold of. Like, you can't get the equipment. It's going to take you a year. And by then they've already mined the value out of your, you ever wonder why? I don't know if any of you have even attempted to buy mining equipment. But you would order it and it would take 6 months to get your mining equipment. Plus sometimes 9 months to a year to get your mining equipment. Why? Because they're extracting all the value out of your miner before you get it. They are. That's what they did. That was the scam. And then on top of that, Bitcoin is so centralized that you have to become part of a mining pool to even make money being a miner. You got to be part of the mining pools. And that just centralizes Bitcoin, these mining pools. Look at how many there are that own most of the mining apparati. It takes a couple of them to team up with each other, and they can go and fork Bitcoin if they want. Say, no, this is the chain now. People don't see that or realize that, but it's possible. It is very possible. What happens if some of these big institutions get a hold of those big mining pools? And they put the money into it and take it out. I don't know. But HEX staking is where it's at. And that number there has to go up. That number has to go up. This is abysmal. I can't believe that this is what's going on in HEX. All we saw was upward growth in staking. And now it's flatlined for a whole year. Crazy.
More for me.
Yeah, you can see that huge growth in 2021 during the bull run.
Yep. And we'll see it again. We'll see it run again. But we've got to remember, all of us influencers, all the people out there have to remember that this is what we need to be talking about, is staking and the importance of it.
I don't want any of you chumps out there staking, because when you stake, you take away the daily payout from me. So I prefer you guys not to stake so I can have more.
All right, let's see.
Lettuce hands, and they'll just EES, you know?
Yeah.
Then we get more.
Let's hear your last meme, Briss.
All right. So this is me, drunk AF, selling my HEX and buying all the swords I could. Also me waking up hungover, regretting that I sold all my HEX with a bunch of swords on my wall.
Well played, tarot card meme.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it's the one who used to read those. Well played meme.
Why did I sell my HEX, man? Why did I sell my HEX?
Oh man, why did I sell my HEX?
That was great. Those were the days. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for coming. Appreciate you all hanging out. KG, brother KG, congratulations once again, bro. So proud of you. Can't wait to see what the next generation is going to be.
Thank you.
Memes. Thanks for coming on and braving. Everybody, go check out Memes' new YouTube channel. He's going to be out there putting out content and hanging with us.
Yeah, put it in the chat real quick, the private chat, so I can put it on the
And
stream.
she'll make sure it's in the right place. Because
Yeah.
I never do. I never put anything in the right place. It's always been
Mr. Meme Producer, if you can, come check out my YouTube channel and check out my Richard Hart music video. I really like that one. I think you'll like it too.
Yeah, will do.
right on. And Briss, thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. We will catch you all on the next show Monday night. We got something, SJ, on Monday night?
You said that you would maybe do a monologue because it's New Year's Day.
I think I'm going to do a mano on New Year's Day. Everybody, thanks. And Aunt Debbie, thank you for spending so much time with us and learning and getting to see your princess here. One last
Little known
time.
fact, orgasms cure headaches. I think I knew that. I feel like orgasms cure everything.
All right, everybody. Thanks. We'll see you.